Hello mates, Wolf here. Apparently the release date trailer for Tales of Iron 2 has just dropped today. So I already watched it one time and I have it right here. So what we are going to do is I'm going to let it play one time and then I'm going to do my best to go frame by frame and to try to see if we can find anything new. And at the end, I will let you know what are my thoughts about the new release date. And yeah, let's do it.
Our world was not ready for their cruelty, their barbarity. An ancient evil from a forgotten time, a forgotten place. Bewinged devils. They feast without fill, kill without reason, and will not stop until the world burns in blood. Fight fire with fire, they say, but one rat can brave the blaze. Wield the flame with a bloodlust even greater than their own. Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter.
Let's do it again, but this time I'm going to do my best to go frame by frame and see if we can examine anything. So here it says, I think it's some kind of a Elden Ring, Dark Souls, and Bloodborne, but with extremely stylish Rodent Tail twist. I can definitely agree with that. Oh, excuse me, I forgot to mute it. So let me turn on my light because I'm not seeing anything. Let's go a bit backwards. Here we are executing some of the bat folks. I think this is some kind of a boss. Here, oh, sorry. Here we have, what do we have? We have frogs, more frogs. And this guy definitely looks like a boss. He carries a lance, and of course, Lancelot has a similar one. So this may be not him, but maybe brother of his. Here we have the our boss again, performing some deadly attack. I think. I think he actually manages to evade it, or no, I think he actually gets hit. Yes, he gets hit here. Here we have a more futuristic setting. You can see the machines. Maybe they are powered by something. These red lights may be blood or maybe some kind of a blood magic. And this is also a boss, I think. We haven't seen that guy before, so he's definitely new. What weapon is that? Ooh, we carry very interesting weapon. Maybe it's a weapon that was part of the boss. Who knows? Here we have some Excuse me. We have some snakes. Are we executing that snake? I think we do. Yeah, we just killed it. Here we can see the owl that's assisting us. And judging by this head and the eggs, this is probably the offspring of this huge snake. Then again, we are rats, so lots of things are huge for them. Here again, we have the owl assisting us. I think it's of a different kind, though. It's a different owl. And we have another, I think, boss that is carrying something similar to Thor's hammer, but longer. Here he is performing some electrical attack. You can clearly see it. And my guy is again getting hit by it. Here we are fighting frogs. Maybe this is some kind of a big frog that we just killed, and this is his companion, maybe. Also, the stage. This resembles some kind of a arena. Maybe we are fighting in an arena similar to the Motown Arena and also the little arena that we have in Crimson Fort. Very interesting. We are also killing it with an electrical attack of our own, which is amazing to see. God, I don't have. I'm just stoked. I really want to play this game. My guy is impaled, and I think we execute him here. This is very interesting. We disintegrate him. I think this is the first time we see that kind of an attack with that kind of a impact. Oh, excuse me. I went a bit forward. Here we see the opening title. Okay, here we see our castle. If you watched my playthrough of the demo, I think this is exactly our castle right here. But it's a bit beaten up. And I think that's what we will need to fix. We will probably need to fix the whole castle and the town itself. Okay, let's go a bit forward. Here we are going out. I think this has to be near beginning of the game when we get invaded and Eivor gets killed. I'm pretty sure this is where it is. And I think we get a shot of Eivor getting killed by this guy. Whether or not we are going to actually fight them right away, I cannot say. In the demo, I think we engage a lieutenant rather than the king. You can see his crown, so I suppose he is the king. And here we have the execution, the brutal execution. Yes, so this is the beginning of the game, and we have one more review. Has improved upon the original in every way. From the little sneak peek that they provided from the demo, I also think that they have improved a lot. The fact that you can use bombs, you have a grapple hook, you have a sharpening mechanic. We are going to talk about the sharpening mechanic at the end of the analysis, and you have different monsters with that you can kill using different tactics. That's just layers upon layers upon layers. I'm stoked about this. It's really cool. It seems like this guy is trying to help us and he succeeds. But I think the opening of the game will be very similar to the demo they provided. And here we are out in the open. You can see that our castle lays in ruins. And we are probably going to fight the general, not the king, but rather one of his generals. Here we have a close-up of the king. I actually forgot his name, but it was something close to Dracula, even though they said that they got inspired by Game of Thrones and the White Walker. So maybe it's like the Night King or something. Here we have something interesting. It looks very similar to the door that you have in the crypts, where you have to collect the 5 statues so you can fight a optional boss and acquire some items. If I'm not too lazy, I will provide footage of this, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about, because if you watched my first walkthrough of Tales of Iron or my latest max weight challenge, and I encourage you to do so, you will see how I actually unlock the door and how I defeat the optional boss that is there. So here maybe we need to acquire some runes, and I assume when we get them all, the door will open. In fact, you can see how the door is opening. However, what we can find inside that structure, I cannot say. Previously, I made a video about the cooperation between the Tales of Iron 2 and Lords of the Fallen, so this might be related to this cooperation. I think you could get a really cool set of armor and weapons related to that game. Here we are again in a very futuristic setting. You can see the machines. The Frankenstein setting is really apparent to me. I think this is the undead bat right here. You can again see the machines. We can see some frogs. And the electricity definitely gives me the Frankenstein vibe. And if you remember in Tales of Iron, we already fought a creature, Verminstein. It was like undead rat with combination with a little bit of a frog. It was a true abomination. Here we have some cages. You can see some dead rats. And we're probably going to use our trusty hook to go across. In fact, this is exactly what we are doing right here. But again, the art style just, man, game is going to be amazing. I can already tell. So here we're going forward. And here I think we are fighting Lieutenant or a boss of some kind. And I can see the Gray Years, I think that was his name. You fight him in the Bloody Whiskers DLC. The Gray Years is going to be assisting us in this fight. Are we getting hit again here? What is happening, man? We cannot evade a single attack, I think, in this trailer. Amazing. This boss doesn't look scary, and his weapon is definitely looks interesting. Ooh, look at this. I think he teleports. That's amazing. That would be very annoying, I think. He puffs into a green smoke of bats. Okay, let's go forward. Okay, here I think we are again in the very beginning of the game where we faced against the giant bat, and we of course lose. And I think this is pre-scripted fight similar to the fight with the Green Ward in the very beginning of the Tales of Iron 1. So I don't think there will be surprises here. We are again in the open. Are we in the beginning of the game again? I think so. I think we are just about to engage the big scary rats. The big scary bat, excuse me. No, this is, I think this is a different one. It's not that big. A lot of bosses, that's what I can see. We are going to fight a lot of bosses. If we could go a bit forward also. So I think there's a pile of rats. And here again we have someone. Is this some kind of a fish? I really can't tell. Oh, I think he gets killed. My man gets absolutely obliterated right here by the hammer, and I think this is some kind of a forge. So maybe this is the forge master of the bats, and he's killing one of our allies. Also, very cool hammer. It's very long and it will have a very nice range, I can already tell. Here we have Grayers, or someone that resembles him fighting this boss, and I think he gets also get hit by the boss. Oh, damn! He got them both with that attack. Look, very nice. Here we are fighting some lesser bats, or I think this is the lieutenant that we fought at the very end of the demo. Maybe this is just the fight. Here it's a really interesting setting. Maybe we are on top of a tower, and I think this is not a boss. This has to be just an elite. You can see a similar elite killed right here. This is a really interesting weapon, the double spear. I forgot how it's called. If you could let me know what's the name of this weapon, the double-edged spear. Okay, apparently it will be very good for maybe breaking the guards of these huge enemies. Here, I think we are fighting successfully the bad boss because there's a lot of blood and the king is on top of it. He performs the ice breath attack, which I think will be blockable because you can see that he uses his shields to repel it. Then we have this cool transition, really cool transition. It's a bit slow, but you have to forgive me. Then we have a close-up of the Bat King, the Night King. Then we have more of a peaceful settings. These are the friendly owls. And we have another review. Okay, half Witcher, half Game of Thrones. Tales of Iron 2 presents us with rich, cool world. And yeah, we have some old guards. Maybe this is the entrance to the old fortress. Then we are in the city. We can see some even more NPCs that are going to assist us. And in the background, we can see a cow grub. Glad to see that the cow grubs are still being used. Here we have some rangers maybe. Sorry guys, I had a phone call. Let's go back a little bit. I think we saw this. We saw this. And let's go frame by frame again. We already read this review, I think. Here we are fighting some more bats. Even more bats. We are fighting the spear guys. I think this is again at the beginning of the game. Let me check going forward. Here we have the butcher. Sorry. Here we have the butcher and he performs some really interesting attacks here. Fire attacks to be exact. Very interesting. I don't think he is able to block it. Here we are fighting maybe the general without the bat. We have a successful parry. I'm just checking if we have missed something. Here we kill the general. I think this was the very end of the demo. We are fighting some cool looking dude. In fact, we have a Viking boat in the background. We have a very interesting shield and we have a very interesting attack of some ice spikes. Looks pretty good. Again, we are fighting the butcher here. And actually, you can see that Orwo is using the hook to, I think, execute the butcher. Nice, yes, this is a execution exactly. Here we have some frogs getting eaten by the big frog that resembles that one Pokemon. Poor guy. Beside him is the guy that is actually, I call him the Beast Master because I think he controls them somehow. Here we have the Viking guy again. I think we are performing an execution here, which is very nice, very cool looking. I hope we are able to take the weapons from the bosses. Here we have the Smith. Very cool lip. We are getting hit again. I think the bosses will be relentless. Again, this guy with the hammer performing the electric attack. We have the Owlbat. We have the Badger here that is about to be sacrificed. He's performing the ice attack. Who's that guy? He's on top of a bigger frog, I think. And this is again in the frog arena. I think this is right after he kills this guy, the Smith. We have a successful block. Also very cool hammer, to be quite honest with you. We have again, we are fighting the snakes and our companion. I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh, he's getting sorry. He's getting eaten by the snake. Hopefully, he was not someone important. Here we have an interesting looking dude that has a laser attached to his helmet. And also, I think he's floating. So maybe he has some kind of a jetpack and some more technology driven weapons. And I think this is the final title. Yes. Let me check if we forgot to check something. I don't think so. I think we went through the whole trailer. To give you my closing words about the release date and also about what they are saying. So, because of the feedback during the demo, they are indeed removing the whetstone requirements, and weapon sharpening mechanic is also changed. And I think overall this is a good change. Am I happy that the new release date is for January of 2025? No. I was hoping that the game releases near my birthday and I was really excited about it, and now I'm going to have to wait a bit longer. But then again, if the game is good, I don't mind waiting even one more year as long as the game turns out to be amazing. And I'm pretty sure they are going to have a huge success with it. With that said, guys, I thank you for watching. Like the video if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel, and if you're hungry for even more Tales of Iron content, you can watch my first walkthrough of the game, long commentary walkthrough, or you can watch my max weight challenge that I recently did right here. With that said, I was Wolf, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and bye for now.